Hi, Luke Woods here, editor of Glass Times magazine. Today I'm with Neal Addison, managing director at AluFold Windows, and Rhodri John, commercial director at AluFold Windows. Welcome to you both.
Hello, thanks.
Looking back at 2025, it was another challenging year for the industry, lots of consolidation up and down the supply chain. The acquisition of AluFold Direct by Unique Windows Systems, one of the more positive outcomes from all those from all that movement. One that led to the formation of AluFold Windows, which is what we have today. That was around 6 months ago or so now. So my first question to you both really is, what's been happening in that time? Have there been any significant changes for the business, or has it been a case of introducing more subtle improvements? Neal, perhaps you two first.
So it's been a lot of major change, to be honest. We moved premises, which was a big change for the business. It was previously operating out of a place just down the road, about a mile down the road from where we are currently. So we moved all the machinery. It was quite a significant amount of machinery we moved into a new building, which is a lot more fit for purpose. It has a better production flow, and logistically, it's in a better location. We inherited a building that needed a lot of infrastructure putting in, so we had to do a full office refit. We put in broadband, electricity, with new airlines, so it was a full fit out, and we did that within a month, which was hell of an undertaking by the team here. Also involved a rebrand. We subtly changed the colours of the business and renamed it AluFold Windows from its previous name, AluFold Direct. Rebranded the website, made some changes there. And then we went through rationalization of the product range. The products that were being offered before were quite wide and varied, but we decided to trim it down a little bit to make it a better offering, particularly with the machinery capability that we have here at AluFold.
There was a big dovetail exercise as well. They've got two different businesses, two different processes, lots of different systems that we had to integrate and get everyone on the same page, really, so that we can have a more coherent, I suppose, offer, and make sure everyone understands how each business operates, take the good from each other, and make it better.
Yeah, there was a lot of opportunity to bring in Unique's processes into AluFold and vice versa. Unique's learned a lot from AluFold's processes, and was blending those two together to make a very streamlined business. We also looked at the strategy of the business and what it was offering. There was a big change there in terms of who the target markets are and target customers.
Yeah, they're quite different customer bases between the two businesses, really. So AluFold Direct at a very large customer base, operating nationally, whereas Unique is a more of a smaller group of customers purchasing larger orders, etc., more volume customers. And the aspiration is to recreate that type of customer base, I suppose, and then concentrate our efforts within a region rather than work nationally again.
Sure. So, I mean, we've seen that demand for aluminium products are really strong at the moment, and I think you've kind of touched on the answer to this next question, which was perhaps, was the aim of that acquisition to increase capacity aluminium output for Unique, or the businesses are designed to operate independently of one another. So really, what was the kind of real main aim of the acquisition?
It was sad to see AluFold Direct go out of business, and when we saw the opportunity come up, we felt it was right to step in and help out, because we didn't want to see another player go out of the marketplace. For Unique, it was an opportunity to have a presence in the north, something that Unique doesn't have. But the idea is that we would operate both businesses independently, but replicate the strategy that Unique's used over the last 20 years to grow, bring that same method up to AluFold Windows.
Okay, that's so. So for all the new customers coming on, do you find we hear lots of reports about aluminium increasingly to take market share, lots of innovation and on the aluminium side of things. Presumably, you're going to have installers now that are sort of perhaps who have historically focused primarily on PVC and maybe struggling to adopt to aluminium. How do you go about really supporting those the odd installers that have any issues with the change of material?
There's a lot of aluminium systems companies operating in the UK, and there's a lot of complexity, or can be foreseen as complexity, within that aluminium market. And I think the critical element is to be able to, well, what we have done is pick a core product offer that will give the right solution, the right price, the right lead times, and be consistent, really, dependable, and simplify it a little more than it perhaps is thought to be. There's lots of options in aluminium compared to perhaps on UPVC. UPVC streamlined their product offerings as a system as a long time ago. So we've looked to create that core product offer in order to support installers, to give them confidence, really, that it's not a difficult product to sell so long as you've got the right backing to do it.
So some of these, with PVC, I guess historically it's quicker, and it's those lead times and all the stuff that they're used to, I suppose, with a PVC product. I mean, what are the sort of customers? What's their real priorities now? Are they looking for lead times? Is it product quality or the ease of installation? I know there's been a lot of innovation. All three of those. Okay.
Yeah, and the reality is that we've created in both manufacturing facility in Blackburn and also in Leicester, there is a facility that delivers a reliable lead time with a consistent product quality. The amount of machinery that we put in place there, I'm probably go to say that you take a leaf out of the volume PVC manufacturing and apply that to aluminium, and that's kind of the game, really, and to have that product offer that can do that. So we have a good stock holding on the shelves. We can commit to the lead times. We have other products available, but then they come with differentiated or different lead times and different options. But keep down that core product route, and the process becomes a lot simpler.
So really, for the plans for the rest of the year, Neal, we were talking earlier about quite a positive start to the year. Perhaps if you could just go over that again. How's the start of this year been for you guys, and what's your sort of outlook for the months ahead, or for the years ahead, for the year ahead?
The year ahead, yeah. Inquiries have been very buoyant at the start of this year. It was kind of expected. There's been a bit of positivity into the back end of last year, particularly with the budget being not as bad as we all expected. Looking at industry reports at the closeout of last year, the predictions are that 2026 should be the change of the economy changing for the better, and the construction industry starting to revive. I think 27, 28 are looking at particularly boom years ahead. Reading the reports, the Northwest is outperforming the rest of the country, and AluFold's in a great geographical location for that. Looking at possibly inflation falling quite dramatically by April, which should hopefully prompt some further interest rate cuts, which will help us all. So yeah, 2026 is probably the start of coming out of this doom and gloom that we've all been experiencing for the past 3 years.
And have you got any plans for further investments, or are you all kind of now, have you done everything you need to do, and is it really a case of capitalizing on that to take advantage of any sort of uplift in demand that we might see over the next 12 months or so?
From an aluminium point of view, we're all set and ready to go. I think kind of the big news is that we're bringing PVC into AluFold, which should be operational February time. So full line going in, capable of producing quite a volume of PVC. So there is going to be a dual offering available from AluFold.
And it becomes really interesting, really good opportunity from our perspective, of course, as AluFold Windows as well. And it's kind of the reverse of a lot of businesses would perhaps bring aluminium into a PVC business, whereas we're almost doing it in the reverse. We've got the facility for obviously teed up for aluminium, and then you have the vast experience that unique build in setting up that UPVC side and creating that and making it deliverable, making our offer, stronger again for the installers within the north and the northwest, northeast. We'll go fairly far north, really.